Woe to you, O earth and sea.
It's the Hop Nation
USA Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to another fine episode of the Hop Nation USA podcast. I am your host, Adam, and as you can tell, solely based on the sound quality that we have, that we are back in Hop Nation USA Central, aka my kitchen table. So welcome back. Steve is here as well. We're going old school on this episode. It's he and I.
Yes.
That's it. We're just sitting here in the silence, staring at each other.
Yes.
We don't have anybody here to talk about their beers or anything like that. We have to figure it all out on ourselves.
I know. It's every other podcast out there. It's just two guys sitting at a table talking about beer.
Mm-hmm.
We had a guest, but then she had flat tires
Yes.
because she was out running from the cops again.
As always.
I threw the spike strip down, so Kelsey couldn't make it. But
She's on the lam.
so it's just going to be Adam and I as a episode Il Classico.
El Classico, that is right. And as for styles, I have no idea what we're doing for beer on this one. Steve and I had talked before the show, and he said, I got a plan. And that's pretty much all the information that I got.
Yeah. So my plan is I just wanted to have like an Adam episode. We go through a lot of these. The last 3 weeks we did a lot of IPAs.
We did.
At all the breweries, and then we also just do IPAs in general. And I'll be honest, when I bring stouts on this show, It's not for you.
Oh, I know that.
You benefit because you also like stouts,
Right.
But I do it for myself.
No, I get that. I just get to go along for the ride. I ride the coattails on the stouts.
Right. However, I did make a little bit of a trip to the old Vintage Estates.
Mm-hmm, the pride of Ohio.
Yes. And I found, I found a bunch of beer, but
It is a store full of it.
yeah, I went through and I picked 3 beers that I felt were all within styles that you like, but then they're also somehow bastardized and weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
and,
right.
and tossed up. So I can guarantee you no IPAs tonight,
Thank you.
but I can't guarantee that you'll like every beer that we have tonight.
So this sounds like this is like a Bizarro Adam episode.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll have to get the goatee going then.
What you already have the goatee.
Well, I have the rest too, but I'm
Right.
not shaving it.
Also, 2 of the breweries are breweries that we haven't had before. So
On the show.
Yeah.
On the show.
On the show.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess we should get this going up. And I have no idea what any of these are. These were brought in, secretly put into my fridge beforehand.
Yes.
Then we decided that the sour is what is going to be drank first. And this comes from Surly Brewing Company. Where are they out of? Minnesota?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minneapolis and Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
Right.
That's where the original brewery is. But this is their Pentagram. It is brewed for summoning the elders.
Yeah. We talked about Surly a couple episodes ago
We did.
with David Paul Seymour, the artist for the burial cans. And he was telling us how much he likes Surly. And we've been seeing some trickle of Surly into our area, but not a whole lot. I had the Axeman IPA,
Yes,
which is like their flagship. And I had that. It's fine. Like, I don't know. It didn't completely blow my socks off, but I can understand how like a bunch of people would be into it and make it like their common drinker. But then I also found this up at Vintage, and their Pentagram Dark Sour.
Yes, it comes in at 7% ABV.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, it's fermented in stainless and aged in used red wine barrels.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a sour. However, it's a little bit more of a sour. I assume the twist is that it's got the Brett going on with it.
I have no idea what the twist is. I didn't look anything into it. I just saw Dark Sour, and I was like, oh, it's probably like blackberries or whatever.
Oh, okay. So
I'm looking for you to give the information.
According to the good people of Surly, you're supposed to be getting flavors of sour cherry, tobacco, oak, and classic Brett Barnyard Funk.
Ah.
So I can see that. But yeah, let's crack this open. Let's see what Surly's got going on here.
Okay, dude.
All right, we've got this poured up, and oh boy, Welcome to Bizarro World.
'Tis dark and 'tis sour and it stinks.
It does stink. It does stink. That red wine action, yeah, that's coming in real hard.
Yeah.
Real hard.
It smells like,
Smells like a red wine.
well, yeah, it smells like red wine, but like, I don't want to say cheaper, but like it's not.
Yeah. $12 bottle.
Yeah. It's like it's a table wine. Looking at it, it has like, oh, wow. It has almost the color of barley wine.
It does.
But the head on it is super like tight and foamy, like a nitrogenated beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, granted, it doesn't have any cascading or anything like that.
No, but it's like lacing like a milk stout, like a left hand milk stout.
Yeah.
It's lacing like that.
It is. So I've been getting in on this.
I drank it too, and I somehow powered through, and was still able to continue to talk.
I'm telling you what, it is hitting every part of my mouth right now.
It is strong.
It is strong. Yeah, you're not limping away from this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You
don't hate it, do you?
I don't completely hate it, but it is. You're saying it hits every part of your mouth, and it's hitting me in the roof of the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That like a beer has never done that in a way.
Yeah.
It is so bizarre.
I feel like this is the kind of beer where if you needed to get indigestion really, really quick,
Yeah.
just hammer it.
If I wasn't still on like a course of the what is the omeprazole, whatever.
You're Pepsid.
Yeah. Whatever I don't know. I buy the fucking Equate brand because I'm poor.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, if I wasn't still on a course of that, I'd be fucking upset. But yeah, this is it's not bad, and it has that classiness to it in a way.
It does. It does.
Because it has all those red wine flavors, and like you were saying before we started drinking, it was supposed to have like tart cherry, and like I was getting some of that.
Yeah. And this is I think if you paired this with the right meat, you'd be good.
Right meat, or even like after dinner.
Yeah. Perhaps with a cigar.
Yeah. Yeah, directly after dinner with a cigar.
And the other thing with that is while you're smoking that cigar, you're probably sitting around. So you're not hammering this beer, you're sipping it. You're enjoying it.
Yeah.
This is not a hammer down beer by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
You have to sip this beer.
Yeah, it's definitely a sipper. That's why I wouldn't even say like bother pairing it with meat.
Mm-hmm.
Although like game, like
Yeah.
boar.
I was thinking venison.
Yeah, boar, venison, anything like that. Anything that's like a deep, rich, fatty red meat. Don't pair it with fish. It'll ruin fish. It'll ruin all kinds of seafood. Chicken, maybe.
Depending on the seasoning.
Yeah, maybe.
And the preparation.
I would lean more towards like game bird of turkey and pheasant. Grouse. Sure.
I don't even no idea what grouse tastes like.
Neither do I. That's why I said sure. Just, all right.
And did you know that is the state bird of Pennsylvania, the ruffed grouse?
Sure.
It is.
Yeah,
Look it up. It's a thing.
I assumed it was the turkey.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Benny Franklin didn't get his wish on the state level either.
Yeah, okay. You didn't get nothing.
Well, French prostitutes.
Well, he's just, man. That's just old school balling.
Yeah.
He took boats across entire oceans just to get pussy. It's crazy.
The man knew what he wanted. He went and got it.
It's crazy.
That's the founder of America, people, right there. That's the American way.
Yeah.
Some people will say.
People will make fun of other people for going to Vegas for the bunny ranch, but one of America's founders went all the way across the ocean.
He took a good portion of the Navy with him.
Yeah. I'm doing negotiations.
You can't see the air quotes, but they're there. What do you say we get in some news, notes, and neats while we sip on this and contemplate life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness?
Sure.
Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first, Steve?
I can go first.
Okay.
Pickle Beer is back, everybody.
Guess who's back?
Pickle Beer back.
Back again.
Yeah, might as well just start talking about that because, man, that one, it released earlier this week. It released on Wednesday. If you're listening on a Friday, as you should.
It's already out there.
Yeah, so it released at Permanis. And for people who don't know, we've been, well, not we, but East End has been brewing pickle beer for the past couple years.
Yes.
to coincide with Picklesburg, which is something we as a community participate in.
Yes.
Because we all love pickles, because we have bad, terrible palates. We love pickles and cabbage.
And not getting within 3 feet of the opposite sex because of our bad breath.
That's right. And doggy style.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, because Picklesburg is also coming back, the East End has coincided to brew pickle beer again, and there's on sale at the Permanis in your area.
All the Permanis in the Pittsburgh area?
Can't say all of them, but I would say the majority of them.
If you can't find it at your local, go to the next one.
Yeah. Just ask.
Yeah.
Just call. Call ahead.
Ian's got that pickle bear.
Exactly. He's got that pickle beer. Chugging football.
I hate how accurate that is.
Yeah. It's out there. Apparently they added lemon to the recipe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little zest and zang to it.
Mhm.
Because it's also brewed mostly with like cucumbers. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
Cucumbers, salts, and spices.
Nice.
Picklesburg, which usually happens in July, but everything's kind of been,
Blown up.
right. Everything's been blown up and things are sort of getting back on schedule, but not completely. And then we'll see. But yeah, Picklesburg is happening more towards the end of this month. I believe it's on the 20th.
Okay.
And that weekend of the 20th.
Are they still having it on the bridge?
Yep.
Okay.
Still on the Andy Warhol Bridge.
I want. I thought it was on the Roberto Capelli.
No, it's on the Andy Warhol Bridge.
Oh, okay. Well, we all know Rachel Carson ain't got a snowball's chance of hosting it.
No.
All right. So yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, go get it. If you're not, go buy some for your friends that are.
Right.
Go support East End. Go support Permanis. Go support Pittsburgh.
And still get like a sandwich,
Or a slice of pizza if it's happy hour.
Right. Do what you want.
Yeah. This public service announcement has been brought to you by, I don't know, a couple of guys over around the corner. But yes, let's switch gears a little bit away from Pittsburgh into the great state of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, Texas, Texas. Everybody loves talking Texas, except for everybody that doesn't.
Right. But we have enough listeners in Texas to talk about Texas, so bear with us for 5 minutes.
We are willing to kowtow to you. But yes, according to the tracking site Workshopedia, there was a tracking of what is considered Texas's favorite trash beer.
Hooray.
I don't want to say that sentence again. It's oddly difficult to say.
Texas's favorite trash beer.
Yes, that sounds like a good category for Double Jeopardy, I'll be honest. But Steve, would you like to know what Texas's favorite trash beer is?
I could hazard a guess because there's only 2 beers I know of that come out of Texas.
And those are?
And that sounded like a real vague Full Metal Jacket quote.
It really did. It really did.
There's only 2 things that come out of Texas, and that's Shiner and Lone Star. And boy, you don't look much like a Shiner.
That is correct. Lone Star is considered Texas's favorite trash beer. Researchers tracked 36 cheaply priced American beers and checked to see what was considered the favorite throughout all 50 of the states.
Yeah.
Texas checked in with Lone Star, and that is the only state that gave a shit about Lone Star.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they distribute, and I don't know. I think is their parent company Molson Coors?
I thought it was Pabst.
It might be Pabst.
I believe it's Pabst.
It might be Pabst, which would then be Miller, brewed on contract at Miller.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And they're all connected.
right. They're all connected. I just know. Years and years ago, I was gifted a set of 4 pint glasses, and within those pint glasses, they were all trash brands. Yeah. And one of them was a Lone Star. I have a Lone Star glass,
Nice.
a old Milwaukee's Best, and then like 2 others. I forget.
That sounds like Goodwill Treasures.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a shitty Walmart purchase because somebody doesn't like me that much. But
Wait, it wasn't me, was it?
no,
Oh, okay.
no,
All right. I don't know.
you would know better not to buy glasses.
I don't know.
like
Maybe
that.
I was mad at you that day or something. I don't know.
But Yeah, no, this was years and years ago before like we were even home brewing or anything.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, they Lone Star has always been one of those things. It's just I've known about it because of that, though.
Exactly. It's kind of the Yingling of Texas.
I would say the Yingling of Texas or the old style of Texas is probably a lot more accurate.
Yeah. That old style is definitely more apropos. Or Olympia out west.
Olympia, that was one of the other glasses that I got.
Ah, there we go.
That was another one in the 4-pack.
So that's 3 out of the 4.
Great. it literally might have been old style was the 4th glass.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah. But yeah, regional trash beers in Texas, they do love their Lone Star.
But you know what? I'll guarantee you there's some really good brewers out there that will just crack a Lone Star at the end of the day.
Oh, I'm sure.
And feel good about it.
And I'm sure there's a lot of bad brewers who will do the same thing too.
All brewers.
I'm not impressed.
I'm not either.
I've gone through it before, and I'm just not impressed when brewers are out there willingly cracking open hams and fucking Lone Stars and shitty Miller Genuine drafts, like, and especially on their social medias.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how are we supposed to care about your product when you're openly promoting fucking
That's a fair point.
bargain beer?
That's a fair point. But I'm kind of the school of thought of, just drink what you want. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you want.
That is also a Twitter take.
Yes, as long as you don't hurt bunnies or anything like that.
Yeah, sure. As long as you're not hurting people to make your fucking dumb product, fine.
Right. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Don't care. I'm going to be over here
Right.
drinking a beer that I know somebody else hates.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Okay. Well, then you can do that then.
Oh, I will. I will. Continuously.
I'll continue to not drink those. I got out of those for a reason. But yeah, good for Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your trash beers or enjoy Shiner or enjoy,
Yeah. Sorry, Shiner. Better luck next year. Get trashier.
Get shittier. Make people not like you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get a higher price point.
Ooh, now that's an interesting one.
Or a lower one.
Or a lower one. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Get down into that beer 30 territory.
Yeah.
You'll pick up market share.
Introduce a new Shiner Light.
Ugh. No thanks.
Shiner Athletic.
Shiner Ice.
Shiner Ice. Ooh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
What else you got, Steve?
So back to Pittsburgh
Mm-hmm.
and back to, events and things going on.
Yes.
Barrel and Flow Fest, formerly Fresh Fest, they announced that they're going to require people to have proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test
To get on site.
for entry to
Excellent.
the festival.
Right on.
Yeah.
So did they say how they were going to get the proof or verification?
So you can bring your card,
Okay.
or, if you had to take a test, you have to take a test within 72 hours.
Of course.
So you can bring your card or your proof from your test,
Mhm.
or if you have like some sort of digital copy.
That was going to be my question because I don't carry my card with me
Nor do I.
because it's just too big to fit into the wallet comfortably.
Yeah.
So whoever the government fool was that designed that and decided to waste all that extra paper.
Yeah. And I'm not even a wallet guy. So it's not something I want to carry in my pants pocket.
Right. Yeah. I have no desire to carry it around.
Yeah.
So what I have is I have a photo. I just took a photo.
Yeah.
And so that was going to be my question. Like, would something like that count? But if you have a digital copy,
Yes.
that works.
Yes. Your digital copies count, and I will need to both find my card and take a picture of it.
That was something I actually did that while I was doing the 15-minute wait.
Yeah.
Because I need to do something.
Sure. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll take a nice picture.
Yeah, sure.
Click.
I went and found Easter candy at Rite Aid for cheap during my 15-minute wait.
Well, we all have different priorities, Steve.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Candy.
Ooh, candy.
Yeah, candy. It was on sale because it was Easter or past Easter.
Just sitting there. I'm going to die in a traditional way. Please and thank you.
Exactly. Give me some of that Russell Stover's eggs.
Oh,
They had the coconut ones and they had the marshmallow ones.
ooh.
But yeah, Barrel and Flow happening September 10th. And, they are I believe that they're doing the right thing in, asking patrons to both be vaccinated or have proof that you're not, that you don't have COVID
Right.
when you come into a space, because you're not just, I don't know how many times we have to hammer this in just like as a society to other people.
Mhm.
It's not about you.
Right.
You're putting other people at risk.
Right.
In this case, you're putting the vendors, also the beer brewers, the people you supposedly love so much.
You're there to support.
Yeah, that you're there to support, and the artists who are also pairing with these brewers.
Mhm.
You're putting them at risk.
Correct.
You know, because you don't know what they're. If you're vaccinated, it's like 99.99% of the people who, like, there's no breakthrough that is fatal.
Right.
There hasn't been a fatal breakthrough through vaccinated people, but still, just like, don't fuck. Why? What are we doing? Why are we still doing this? It's driving me crazy.
I feel you are just going to just go down this rabbit hole here.
I totally could.
And I know you, and I'd probably be there with you.
Yeah, I totally could. I don't want to, but it's just like, just get the fucking shot.
Mhm.
We're how many months into this?
Yeah.
That both you and I are vaccinated.
Right.
And we've, other than the fucking sick that we felt from the vaccination that you get from usual vaccinations.
Right. They would have been fine.
Yeah, there's been no ill effects.
Right.
Like, stop being, the reason why I'm stammering so much is I'm trying to not use words.
You're filtering yourself. I know that.
I'm hitting a filter really hard.
Oh,
with
I know.
certain words that I use off mic.
Yeah, that filter is clogged right now. I can tell.
The drain is all backed up. It's just like, you fucking nitwits. You numbskulls and nitwits and shitbirds are like just making everything worse. Why? Stop it.
I can't disagree.
I know.
With any of that.
Get your shot, and then we'll hang out at Barrel and Flow.
Yes, and then we can go to one of the best beer events in the nation.
In the nation, yeah.
Comfortably,
and everybody can have a good time.
Please and thank you.
They also said that they're going to ask vendors to wear masks, and you're obviously free to wear a mask when you go there if you want to.
That's right. I'm not going to shame you.
Yeah, absolutely not. And also, I ask that you just stay 6 feet away.
Yeah.
And that's pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. And that's just give me space. I don't like people up on my shit.
So if you drink some of that pickle beer and then have some halushki and then some grilled onions on top of your pierogies.
Yeah.
And then just start. You will get your 6 feet real quick.
Night before is when I would start putting down the stuffed cabbage.
Ah, yes.
That way it gets in the tummy. It gets
percolating.
Gets a percolating. And then by the time I start putting beer in, just get real, rank ass cabbage farts.
Yeah.
No mask or God will protect you. Jeez. Get away from me. I'm stinking.
You did this to yourself.
Yeah.
Shit. But yes, let's stick with Pittsburgh.
Uh-huh.
There is a new brewery coming in 2021. It's the Bonafide Beer Company.
Hooray.
They are going to be down in the Strip District, down on 21st Street. If you're not from Pittsburgh or in the Pittsburgh market, that means nothing to you.
Right.
But for those of us that are, I'm somewhat excited. This is in the previous Chicken Latino restaurant. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting all this information from breweries in PA.
Sure.
I don't have this right in front of me.
Steal from them.
I'm stealing, yes. No, this is an homage.
No, it's sourced media.
Yes, but
it's sourced media.
But we cited our sources,
right?
So we're okay. Yes, but this is going to be a small batch. They're going to start with a 2-barrel brew house. However, they already have a 10-barrel system in the works elsewhere. I won't say where.
I think I know where.
You probably do.
It's supposed to be like that Hampton Beer Project, or what is it?
Is that the one over in the new terminal?
Something like that. It's like it's an old brew house.
Oh, yes. I know where you're at.
Yeah. What is that called? It's something beer project.
Something like, I don't know.
But there's supposed to be like 3 breweries that are going into that, and they're all going to brew in the same space.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like an incubator kind of setup.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
But yes, they're expected to open in 2021. They're supposed to sort of have a kind of a speakeasy feel to it. So it's going to be nice and dark and dank.
Dark and dank and small and crammed up. And is there any announcements of like canning or what? How are they selling the beer?
Right now they are selling it via tap. They're going to have about 8 taps on site. That's the only information that I have.
Okay.
I have not seen anything else, but that doesn't mean that there isn't something else in the works.
Okay.
But I assume with that size space and a 10-barrel system, I assume that there's going to be some level of distribution coming soon after.
Okay. It's the thing I was thinking of. It's from the Hazelwood Brewing Company.
Okay.
That was the old brewery that was in there.
Yeah.
And then they're turning it into a couple spaces.
Is the name of the space the Hampton Beer Project? Is that what the name is?
No, it's just I don't know what the fuck that came from.
Oh, yeah, but, I mean, it's catchy.
Yeah.
So
I don't know where the hell that came from. Just my brain just made something up to fill the space. Fucking stupid sometimes.
I don't know enough to dispute you, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. Nobody's good. Except for the few people who know about that.
Right. You had that level of confidence that I was willing to follow you on that one.
Yeah, I think it's just because I got Hazelwood and Hampton crossed.
Yeah. MHs will get you.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking of Casey Hampton.
But yes, they're planning on opening in 2021. Get there, drink some of their beers, support local.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not local, come here and then support our local.
Yeah, and it's the Bonafide beer company is like headed by Travis Tuttle, who was a co-founder of Butler Brew Works.
Yes.
So he's bringing that.
Yes, there is some pedigree that goes along with this outfit.
Yeah. So if you're into Butler Brew Works beer, but you're not into driving all the way to Butler County or Creekside.
Hint, hint, go to Creekside.
Yeah, go to Creekside if you want some there. But yeah, it'll be in Dantan there.
Yeah, or Hampton Beer Outlet.
Yeah.
They got good stuff too.
Maybe that's the other thing I was thinking of, Hampton Beer Outlet.
I mean, are you just just trying to put together some sort of, distributor tour, like a distributor trail?
Yeah. Shitty old brain. Just saying shit.
Oh, okay. So did you have anything else, Steve, or you want to get back to this beer?
No, I'm all out of news, notes, and neats.
Okay.
Now.
Let's go. Ooh.
Ugh.
So what do you think of this Surly Pentagram?
Yeah, I mean, it's not completely in line with everything that I love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too sour.
Okay.
I can see how it can be enjoyed, though.
I agree. It does have a good level of, it almost feels like more of a natural sourness or tartness rather than some of the other ones that it seemed, I don't want to say forced because that's not the right way to say it.
A little artificial or a little medicinal can happen.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you're saying. That's why I'm saying I can see how other people would enjoy this because it is like, it tastes very natural and it tastes well made.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just not in my wheelhouse.
Right. This kind of gives me back some of like the ancient yeast beers that you would get at Strange Roots. Mm-hmm. Some of those kind of style of beers. Yeah. Again, pandering to the Pittsburgh market.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. I mean, you go even farther back, say dry log.
Dry log.
And then get everybody into it. Like, oh, I remember that. I'm cool. I remember when I had a fucking beer from them and it tasted like bubblegum and it was crazy.
We were never cool, Steve. If you're listening to this show, you were never cool either.
Oh, no, I was never cool.
No. One day I might be.
I've done that purposely, though. I've never tried to be cool.
Oh, shit. All right. What do you say we come back? We've got another beer and a serious topic to discuss.
Hurrah.
Hurrah is not the response to a very serious topic.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Sad news.
There you go.
Sad news.
There you go. Play into it a little bit, Steve.
Frowny face.
Yeah, we'll be right back. First Sip Brew Box is a one-of-a-kind subscription service for craft beer lovers based right here in Pittsburgh. Every month, First Sip will send you a box full of craft beer enthusiast essentials, including t-shirts, glassware, and even food. Right now, our friends at First Sip Brew Box have an offer for you. Just sign up for a 3-month subscription and get your 4th month free. Just enter the code HOPUSA when you sign up at firstsipbrewbox.com. That's HOPUSA at checkout to get your 4th month free at firstsipbrewbox.com. Welcome back, loyal listener. Unless you're not loyal, unless you're listening to us on Pandora randomly.
Are we on Pandora yet?
I don't know yet. I'm kind of hoping.
There was a thing I discovered that somehow we weren't on Pandora, and we're still trying to get on.
So check every day. Get on the Pandora. Type us in. See what happens.
Yeah. Apparently, it's also somewhat popular for podcasts.
Yeah, that's good to know.
We'll see.
So unless you have your own podcast and we don't know you or don't like you, then Pandora sucks. Don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there. Not for you.
But if we like you, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and go check out Halloween is Forever. They're definitely on.
That's right. And Decay with the Boys. Check them out anywhere.
I don't know if they're on Pandora, actually.
No, just go check them out, period.
Well, yeah, go check them out.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they're on Pandora. I'll ask.
Okay. We'll get them on. We'll get them into a Twitter fight and then throw that in. Fight. Yes. But we are back. This is a Bizarro Adam episode, apparently.
Yep. Yes.
I'm curious what this beer is. These last 2 beers, I have no idea what they are. And Steve won't let me know.
That's right.
Until right now.
Exactly. It's fun. So we have another brand new brewery. I don't know how new they are to the world, but they're new to the distribution circles that I run in. But now we're drinking from Threes Brewing out of Brooklyn, New York. It's their Kicking and Screaming.
I never would have guessed that beer.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed it.
It is a Foudre-Fermented Pilsner.
A Foudre.
Foudre.
Oh, a Foudre at the fjord.
Yes. Some people may say Foudre, but I've looked it up and it's Foudre.
Foudre.
Because of the Dutch. For those who don't know, a Foudre is one of those big, it's like a wooden barrel cask aging system.
Yes.
It's much larger. So it's not the same as like when you put it into a barrel and you barrel age a stout, because there's a lot more contact points that, you know, the barrel is able to get into.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a lot bigger vat, so to say, and it's usually used for wine. But breweries have started adopting them for wild ales. And now this has been adopted for a Pilsner.
A Pilsner?
Yes.
So it's a Foudre Pilsner.
Foudre Pilsner. It's a Foudre-Fermented Pilsner. Comes in at 5.2%.
All right. I don't know that I've ever heard of such a combination of words.
Yeah, neither have I. That's why I picked it up. But I know you like Pilsners.
It's true.
But I don't know if we're going to like Foudre-Fermented Pilsner.
Foudre Pilsner.
Yeah, Foudre Pilsner. It could, depending on like, I was looking through just kind of the list of like other beers that Threes Brewing does. They seem to do a lot of IPAs.
Oh, okay.
Some lagers and then some saisons and wild ales. So it makes sense that their wild ales and saisons go through their Foudre.
Yeah.
But yeah, depending on what kind of culture is left over into those, I'm sure it might impart some flavor and funk on this.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Let's find out. I do appreciate the can art on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Will Ferrell all the way.
Yeah, it's a direct reference to the Will Ferrell movie.
Yes.
I don't know what that has to do with Foudre Pilsner.
Who cares?
Well, this is a real foamy sumbitch.
It is a foamy sumbitch.
And it's not a very clear sumbitch either.
No, it's really not. I mean, it's got the color.
Right.
For a Pilsner.
Yeah.
But I assume that the haziness is from the Foudre.
From the Foudre and from all the wild nonsense that goes on in it.
Crazy Dutchman.
Yeah. No. I just tell like on the smell there's a bit of funk to it too.
There is. I would not say it has the same level of funk that the Pentagram had.
No.
I'd say it's kind of a different style of funk, if that makes sense.
Well, it just might be the fact that the funk is paired with the Pilsnery crack, because I still get the Pilsner crackeriness, but it just it smells like a Pilsner that turned
a little bit, little bit,
yeah,
little bit. But that's we'll try it out. We'll drink it. We'll see what's happening.
Huh?
Really?
Well, I mean, not like, I'm surprised that's really, really good. just like, I'm surprised that that's what it tastes like.
So I am getting a decent bit of sweetness and like kind of like a honey sweetness,
Right.
which I was not expecting on this one. It doesn't have the level of dryness. There is still a bit of dryness there, but not as much as I was expecting.
Yeah, it finishes pretty dry. I'm getting like a little bit of funk and wildness. I was expecting a lot more.
I was too.
But it's pretty
Fairly subtle.
Yeah, it's
in that front.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle, but it does. I don't know. It just has something about that, like it coats your mouth in a way that is a little bit of funk and wild.
I feel like this is what beer tastes like to people who don't drink beer. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yes, I get that.
Okay, all right. I'm glad. I knew it was a bit, vague when I said that.
Yeah, that's a esoteric thing to get at, of just like this tastes like something. I need you to imagine you've never drank beer before.
Exactly.
Now imagine you drink beer and then don't drink it.
Right. This is that like beer. It. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit much, especially compared to like what you would normally think of as a Pilsner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is more of a flavor profile to it. I don't know that I love it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't like Pilsners really usually to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So
this does feel a bit more sweet than a classic Pilsner.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nowhere near the sweetness of some of the other ridiculous beers that we've had on the past. Yeah. No sugar bombs or anything like that.
Oh yeah, within the style it's sweet.
Correct.
But
correct.
As far as it's just that it is mellow and sweet on the back end, but also there's just other things in it that I don't love, and it's still a Pilsner. So
it's almost like a Saison without it being a Saison.
Sure, you can say that too.
That's what I'm saying.
It has to make a comparison to last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Saison that we had from Two Phrase is a lot funkier and wilder.
Yes, that was much more close to a Saison.
Right. It's a lot more than this is.
Correct.
But this still has more wild than you would find in a Bud Light. Like it's funkier than a Bud Light.
Yeah.
It's it has more sweetness and more a little bit like a bigger mouthfeel to it as well.
This is something I'd be willing to pair with the chicken.
Yeah. This can go with chicken and fish, and
although I don't know all fish.
I don't know.
I think this would be more on maybe like a shellfish rather than all fish.
Yeah, like Cajun shrimp.
Yeah,
wood fire grilled stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Softer things like scallops and like just tilapia. Maybe not.
I wouldn't go with any delicate white fish or anything like that.
Cod that's been fried, sure.
Well,
but that goes with everything.
If it's a $9 fish fry down in the church,
hell yeah,
you can pair anything with that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this would go good with like crab cakes.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Yeah, crab cakes.
So a little Old Bay in there.
Little Old Bay crab cakes, maybe like like crab, like like morning breakfast crab cake kind of stuff with the hollandaise. And a poached egg.
Or perhaps like a lobster omelet.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we're just listing off things that we like now.
Somebody didn't have dinner and he's just thinking about food.
Going down a path.
Yeah.
And we all have our inner fat kid.
Yeah.
We all want to eat again.
Thinking about food. I'm definitely going to buy some apple fritters after this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where are you getting your apple fritters?
Just like shitty Walmart.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if you got a guy or something.
No.
Okay.
Not at this late at night.
Besides, I'm not exposing my sources.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you my fritter guy.
Yeah. I ain't telling you my fritter guy is.
Don't need the audience horning in.
Or gal.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's a fritter gal. But yeah, that's that. It's fine. We'll drink it.
Really taking a leap of faith there, Steve.
It's not my episode. It's an episode for you.
But it's still not for me. It's for Bizarro me.
Sure. I don't know. I didn't know if any of these beers were going to hit or not. I just got styles that you like.
And then stopped right there.
Right.
Oh, it says sour? Great. All right, let's put it in there.
I went that far and then I made hard lefts. Adam likes sour, but does he like dark sour? Adam likes Pilsner, but does he like Foudre-Pilsner?
Foudre-Pilsner. All right. Oh, my goodness. Just read the whole label, man. Dude's got to read the whole label.
Oh, no, I definitely read it on that.
You probably laughed when he did it.
Yeah, I was like,
We're kind of getting what he wants.
it's that stink-ass Pilsner. That's what I was really hoping for, is just like some really rank, like farmhouse.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Just like, it's for nobody.
Man, I'm so glad that didn't happen.
But, all right. Let's move it along.
Move along, sir.
What's going on? We got something bad news.
We
happened.
do have some bad news.
Sad cries. It happened while we were, doing our brewery interviews.
Yes, our Spicy Boy Summer Revenge Tour 2021.
Yeah. But we usually don't talk about trash beers this much. However, 11 were killed in the line of duty last couple weeks.
They were mercilessly
Axed from the Molson Coors portfolio. Destroyed. Done away with.
never to be seen again.
Retired. Forcefully.
Going to be investigated by top men.
Put out the door. Sent up to the farm.
Upstate. Yes, but there were 11 that we know of.
Yes. The 11 casualties, and honestly, most of these,
Nobody cares.
I could give a shit about.
Right.
Like, I don't even think I saw some of these in stores ever.
Same here.
So it makes sense. But we have Ham's Special Light.
Yes. Yeah.
So maybe you saw it, listener. I know Adam saw it, but there was that whole big dust up that Ham's was getting retired. And everybody had a fucking meltdown on Twitter and Instagram. And I made memes about it because I don't care. But I think maybe that's what people were misconstruing. Is like maybe there was news that Ham's Special, Ham's Special Light was getting retired.
They didn't read the whole label.
Right. Not just, Ham's.
They got the Hams and stopped in.
The memo leaked redacted.
Hams, black square.
Yeah. Hams. So, but yeah, Ham's Special Light, which is obviously just the light beer version of Ham's.
Right.
And when you look at the two of them, Ham's is like 4.1 and 147 calories.
Yeah.
And Special Light is 110 calories and 3.8. Like, what the fuck really is the difference?
You're not gaining anything.
Yeah.
You're not gaining anything.
And that's what most of these retirements are. It's just like there's not a lot of difference between them.
Right.
And like purpose for them in the portfolio. But other ones are like high ABV versions that are being killed off.
Yes.
Ice House Edge.
Which I have never had.
Me either.
I don't know that I'm sure I have seen it. It has been within my field of vision.
Right.
But I don't know that I've ever focused on it.
I don't know if you've looked that low in the rack.
Well, probably so I could find something I could step on to get to the upper
Right.
shelves.
Yeah. I gotta get up there.
You look like a load-bearing beer.
Yeah. Ice House, structurally sound. But yeah, Ice House Edge, it was the high ABV, like 8% version of Ice House. Other one being retired, Keystone Ice.
That's fine.
Yeah. Again, it wasn't like there wasn't much difference between that and regular Keystone. Like,
Right. And all the ice beers, that's all from 1992 anyways.
yeah, exactly.
We're done with them.
Yeah. Like, I mean, ice is such an old reference. It's in an old episode of Simpsons
It is.
that, like, it still is funny.
Yeah.
Where a pipe is running between, one pipe is leaving a kettle and is going to 3 bright tanks. And one says ice, one says light, and one says premium.
Yeah.
Like, it's all the same fucking beer going into different. And so, yeah.
And that was from Good Simpsons.
Right. That was good Simpsons time. That's definitely pre-season 10, I bet.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah, the Keystone Ice is out. Mickey's Ice out.
Now, is Mickey's Ice, is that still in the hand grenades?
It might have been. They had a lot of serving options.
Because I knew just the regular classic Mickey's was pull the pin.
Yeah, well, Mickey's is also like in a 40.
Yeah.
Most people know Mickey's in a 40.
I always knew Mickey's in the little
Yeah.
hand grenades. We grew up in different times, Steve.
Key Lightful is out.
I have never heard of Key Lightful.
You never heard of Key
I had
Lightful?
never heard of it.
That was like a transitional beer, obviously, and which is why it's being killed. But Key Lightful was the lime raspberry version of Keystone.
Wait, was that out? Did that just debut last year?
I don't think it did. For some reason, I thought it was around a lot longer.
Maybe. I know there
Maybe
was
it
something.
did debut last year and nobody wanted it.
I knew there was something that showed up like last year, maybe 2 years ago. Because I bought it at, where did I buy it? I don't know, some beer store. But they had them on the counter, a buck a can.
Oh. Maybe it did. For some reason, I thought it came out around the same time that Icy Light Mango did.
So the Keystone Light Key Lightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have that.
Yeah.
It sucked.
I'm sure it did.
It was terrible. It was bad.
Yeah. What do you know when you had it? When did?
Yes. Let me go to the archives here.
When did you check that trash in?
August 1st of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting. The Molson Coors launches Key Lightful March 9th of 2020.
Oh, so it's their fault.
So it did come around last year. For some reason, I thought it was around a lot longer.
Well, last year was about 3 years worth.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it's
Okay.
it's to be expected.
3 years worth a year.
Yeah. But yeah, I did have it and it sucked. So I'm okay with Key Lightful going away.
I guess it makes sense though. The reason why it was being killed though, because if it sucks, and it was still in that beer realm.
It was.
So while everybody's, gathering up fucking seltzer and ready to drink.
Exactly. It's going to get left behind.
Yeah, you're still launching just raspberry beer.
And it's not as classy as like Natter Days.
Yeah. I guess that's the other reason is because it's fucking, that sounds like such a 2009 beer.
Oh, it was.
Of raspberry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If it had come out 6 years ago, I'll give them 6 years.
Sure.
I think it would have been a lot more successful.
Sure. Yeah.
But it didn't, so it wasn't.
But it didn't, so it wasn't, and that's why it's dead.
You could absolutely tell that they were chasing Natter Days.
Yeah.
And they did not.
Yeah.
The dog on the can was nice.
Yeah, fun dog. Like most beers. They're also killing Henry Weinhardt's Private Reserve.
Oh, no.
It was a GABF winner.
It was?
At one point.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, like in the 90s. When there was,
okay. All right.
Yeah, when there's nothing else to compete.
Went up against the Honey Brown.
Right. They're also killing Magnum. That's one I've never heard or seen.
Is that
Magnum?
Is that a malt beverage? That sounds like a malt beverage.
It sounds like one. I did some research into it, and I think it also was a GABF winner at one point. But I don't think it completely classified as a malt beverage. I think it was just a beer brand that was.
Yeah, that was one that I hadn't even heard of.
Yeah,
not against it because I never
right.
heard of it.
Not against it. Have no feelings about it. It just seems like a brand that was like bought up in a consolidation and then never, like really did anything. It never got out of wherever the hell it was.
And
sold.
that is not to be confused with Budweiser Magnum.
Right. Yeah, we're all talking Molson Coors here.
Yes.
So it's definitely not.
Which, by the way, did you know that there was a Budweiser Magnum? Because I didn't.
I did. I was aware, but I didn't care.
So, according to the sources that I have, it is a malt liquor.
It is a malt liquor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's still one GABF.
It looks like it came in a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Let's see. What else are they killing? Milwaukee's Best Premium. Again, that's that same ice. It's all the same beer.
Right.
No big difference.
Miller High Life Light is going away.
Who the hell's drinking that?
I have had it before.
So have I.
But I'm not seeking it out.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And then one that I'm surprised that they're getting rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Old English HG 800.
Yeah.
which is the high gravity version of Old English.
Mm-hmm. You figure
just all Old English was 8% at this point.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe that might be part of streamlining is just let's just make all Old English 8%. Because for a while in America, it wasn't 8%, but Canada
okay.
was the heavy stuff.
Okay.
I think it's original OG Old English was 6.5.
Okay. And then the high test stuff sat right next to the Molson XXX up there in Ontario.
Yeah. And one more brand.
I know. Go for it.
It's being killed.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
It's very sad and near and dear to my heart.
And your wallet.
Steel Reserve 211 Classic High Gravity Lager.
Taken from you at too young an age.
Taken.
In the prime of life.
Taken. I have to go to Sheets and see if I can still get one.
You could probably talk to a manager.
Yeah.
And just like anytime, you just set them all aside.
R.I.P. King.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're killing regular Steel Reserve, but they're going to keep all the alloy series.
Which is bizarre to me.
It's I don't know. It makes sense because that's what's going to sell.
I guess.
Look, I can be completely upfront. Fucking Steel Reserve is terrible. It tastes terrible.
Yeah, but it's terrible at a really good price point.
Yeah, at a really good price point, and it gets you fucked up quick.
Right.
That's the point of Steel Reserve.
So if you are a college-aged listener at the 21, 22-year-old range,
right,
go get some Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
And take all the money that you were going to spend on beer and spend it on other things.
But the other side to that, though, is the alloy series costs just as much in its fruit flavors.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, all their fruit punch and goof-ass watermelon and blue raspberry.
So admittedly, I don't dip my toes into Steel Reserve.
I know you don't
too often.
You don't get into the trash that I still do.
Right, but it sounds like the alloy series is definitely getting into the Boone's Farm side of things.
Yes,
and was it the Mad Dog 2020?
No, it tastes way better than Mad Dog.
Oh, okay.
Mad Dog is fucking wine, and yeah, but I mean, like Boone's Farm is barely wine. It's like candy wine.
Yeah.
Mad Dog is straight up wine. It still tastes like wine. Mm-hmm. I think Thunderbird's the same way.
I've never had Thunderbird.
And then, I mean, this is still technically malt beverage anyway.
Correct. Right.
So it's still way just fruity and sweety and just like lies in this weird amorphous blob that you can't define because it's fucking, who knows, maybe it's sort of beer, but not. And it's not exactly seltzer either.
It'll get you turned.
Yeah, but it will get you fucked up.
Yeah. A 24-ounce can.
Yeah.
For $3.29.
Cheaper.
At $2.49.
There you go.
At the get-go.
You want to go down a little bit on that. Yeah, it'll get you there. And I understand why the alloy series can stay around because they're much more directly competing with like Four Loko and what's the new one? Juice.
Yeah, I've never had that one.
I haven't had Juice yet, but I'm thinking to checking it out.
Get it with your Uncle Jamie sandwich at the get-go.
Get some juice. And yeah, it's sad to me. It's sad because I haven't had one in a long time. My
the nostalgia's kicking in.
Just as a small eulogy to Steel Reserve, I used to drink it all the time on the golf course because it's so much more economical to put like 2 to 4 Steel Reserves in your golf bag, and you still have plenty of room for balls that you'll lose.
Right, exactly.
and like 2 for the first 9 and 2 for the back 9. Although by the time you get to the back 9, one's really, really warm. You just don't even want to drink it anymore.
But you're going to anyways.
Yeah, you just wind up spilling a lot.
And that's fine. Stain the green a little bit.
Yeah, who cares?
It's a public course anyways.
But it would get you there, get you turned, and make you have a good time. And it tasted something like beer.
It did. So, and obviously this one is near and dear to your heart. But
yes,
you have to have something else in the pocket ready to go, of being able to replace it. Do you have something on deck? Possibly.
I possibly don't. I want to wait to see if Old English comes back around and see if they just consolidate Old English to just being all 8%.
Okay.
if they do that, I'll be back on my old English shit because I used to drink a lot of old English in college.
That's fair.
There's nothing else really out there. There are some high gravity lagers that don't penetrate our market per se.
The example.
I believe it's called Earthquake.
Okay.
And I have not seen, like, there's Hurricane in the 40s.
Oh yeah.
I also think there's an 8% version of Colt 45.
Okay.
But I haven't seen that either. So it's just like they haven't reached our market. So I can't say that they're going to be replacements. I have drank the Alloy series. So, OG 211 is survived by its children.
And there will be a memorial service at the Sheets at 2:30 in the morning next to Cody's Honda Civic.
Hopefully they bring its gold medal from the World Beer Cup, lay it across the casket. It won a gold medal for premium specialty lagers.
You know what?
Do you want to guess what year?
Yes.
Yeah. Guess.
2011.
Ooh, off by one, 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
2012. Steel Reserve 211 takes home the gold for best premium specialty lager.
See, I don't know if it won or just sort of stole the gold medal.
Who knows?
And it ran off in its Trans Am with Slipknot playing on the stereo.
Ramones.
Oh, Ramones.
What you may or may not know, back in the 90s, there were a number of jingles contracted by Steel Reserve for the Ramones to play.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Well, if you listen to the episode, you might just be hearing them now.
Oh.
Post-production.
The magic of editing.
Yeah, they produce like 3 punk songs. Like, obviously they're already punk songs, so they're going quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Steel Reserve was the original punk rock drink. With that
right.
high gravity lager.
Nice. So what about any of the non-Steel Reserve or Old E, any of the beers themselves, except for Key Lightful? Key Lightful already has its replacement before it even showed up.
Right.
That's Natter days.
Yeah. Key Lightful was replaced by Seltzer. That's buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, none of these beers really have like replacements except for just like going to the light version.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what Magnum tasted like.
I don't even know who to talk to.
Right. I don't know where to find one. I don't know who to talk to. I've never seen it. It's just
because the problem is if you ask somebody, they say, "Oh yeah, we can get some in," and then they buy a case worth.
Yeah.
And you buy a bottle, and they're stuck with the rest of it.
It's like you try to sell this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to taste.
Yeah. Here, I just want to cause a problem for you.
Right.
3 minutes of research.
Yeah. Exactly. I want to experience something that I probably won't enjoy.
So I will say, if there is anybody out there listening here in the Pittsburgh area that knows where we can get Magnum,
yeah,
the beverage, let us know.
Not the ice cream bar.
Yeah,
I think it's hard to get those.
Let us know, hopnationusa@gmail.com. Seriously, let us know. I'm genuinely curious to try this now.
Yeah. Are you sad about any of these losses? Did any of these stick out to you? Did you drink any of these in college?
Well, first and foremost, I was sad for you.
Yeah.
For the Steel Reserve.
Right. Because you've seen me be a problem on that.
That is correct. That is correct. And I was just glad that I was riding in a different car after the golf game.
You've seen me get Larry the Cable Guy drunk.
Yes.
On Steel Reserve.
Yes. But the Mickey's Ice, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit myself at first. I thought it was just straight up Mickey's rather than Mickey's Ice.
Right.
But there is nothing here that has a particular pull to me.
No fondness.
No. If there was something like Old German on there.
Right.
Or Jenny Cream.
Right.
If Jenny Cream was on the chopping block, we're making a road trip to Rochester.
I just saw I was in a grocery store and I was looking for something, and I won't say what because it's not appropriate for the show.
Pepperonis.
Sure. It was alcohol related. But
okay.
It's just something I'm embarrassed to admit that I was looking for.
Gin-soaked pepperonis.
Sure. All right.
Okay, yeah.
But I was in the cooler section and I saw there was like 3 different Jennies.
Jenny Creams.
Yeah, there was Jenny, there was Jenny Light, and I think there was a Jenny Premium.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't, or it was something else. I don't know. I'll take a picture and show you next time. But
okay.
yeah, they're Jenny is strong. There's a lot of variety of Jenny still out there.
I mean, Genesee makes good beer. Genesee makes a lot of beers that people don't realize. And they have a much broader portfolio than people think. The people just think Jenny Cream, which, yeah, I get it because it's good beer. But there are a lot of other beers that they make too.
Yeah.
That are really good.
Yeah. But
man, I think I'm going to go grab a 6-pack of Jenny Cream for the beach.
Well, hold on. Let me go back to that store and I'll show you.
All right.
Maybe you want to take one of these specialty brands in a case.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, the back to these dead ones though. Yeah, I think that's why they're dying though. Is because like they have no connection even to us.
No, and we're old heads now.
Right, yeah, we're old.
Yeah.
So like we have no fondness for any of these except for the one. I don't even have a fondness for HG 800 by Old English because I just never saw it.
Right. Yeah, you were old school oldie.
Yeah, I've been drinking. Yeah, I drank like a fucking trash bag in college. And then I just still have those like fits where like I have to.
You were jonesing.
Yeah. I just get a fidget where I have to buy 211 or an Old English and even sometimes Four Loko.
You just sort of have to reset yourself.
Yeah, I'm like in my mid 30s and I'm still like I gotta go Four Loko for some reason. I don't know why.
Don't judge me on this.
It's like I don't know why I need this, but I do.
Yeah, like Miller High Life Light.
Yeah,
I don't know many people that are known that is their beer.
Right. And then they have like so many other light options too, right?
Yeah.
So
like I don't know, Miller Light.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now Miller High Life in and of itself, that one would be concerning if it was taken away.
Right. That's a real flagship brand.
That's the champagne of beers.
Yeah. To lose like High Life Light, just MGD would be, to lose MGD would be upsetting, but MGD Light,
right.
Or MGD 64, is that another one?
I thought it was this Miller 64.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Miller 64.
But again, I don't care about that one.
Yeah, if that went away, I don't think a lot of people would be upset.
No, I don't ride my bicycle 30 miles every day.
Yeah. So
like a nerd.
So yeah, Ham Special Light. There's not a single person that drinks Ham Special Light, I don't think.
No.
Not a single person. Everybody who drinks hams just drinks hams.
Correct. Now I will throw this out there, similar to what we had with the Magnum. If there is a particular beer that we talked about here that is your beer and you want to come back and tell us that is my beer, let us know.
Yes. If you would like to eulogize one of these 11 brands, let us know. Send us an email. We'll read it.
We will. Yes, we will read it on the show. Yeah. Within reason.
Within reason, yeah. Don't send me fucking 2 pages on Ice House Edge.
That's right.
I'll condense it.
3-page minimum, please and thank you. We'll make an entire segment of just Steve reading a eulogy for Ice House Edge.
About the time you got fucking drunk and fell off a porch on Ice House Edge. I'm not doing that. But if you have a beer on this list that you're upset to lose, let us know and we'll talk about it.
Yes, we will. This is an ongoing series of we talk about dead beers.
Yeah.
We'll come up with a catchier name.
Yeah, even if it's not on this list, if it's just something that died and that you wish it was back.
Ooh, that's a good series. I like that.
Yeah, what could come back? Bring it back from the dead. Maybe that's October.
Well, wouldn't it be November for November 1st for All Saints Day?
Could do that too. I don't know when episodes release.
Nobody knows. Who knows? We could be all millionaires by that point in time.
Could be.
And we'll be doing this live from Golden, Colorado.
Hooray.
Actually, I would totally live in Golden, Colorado.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah, live almost anywhere in Colorado.
Also true. Well, I don't know. Far East Colorado? I don't know. Because that's almost Nebraska.
Right. Yeah. That's why I said almost anywhere. The real flatlander parts are still in Nebraska.
It's Nebraska with weed.
Yeah. Well, hey,
it is better.
That's still better than Nebraska.
It is better.
Still better than Nebraska. Sorry, Nebraska.
So, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it because it's something you don't care about. I'll just show you after the show.
Okay. Fair enough.
So what do you think of this kicking and screaming?
It is certainly a beer.
Yeah, it is.
It does nothing for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And that's okay. They don't have to. This one, I agree with you to a point. It is a drinkable beer. It is not a beer that I had to suffer through.
Right.
That being said, I don't know if it's something that I particularly would ever yearn for again. Like, I'll drink it and move on.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting the itch for this the same way I do for Loco. Sorry to whoever that just offended, because I know it totally had to.
Somebody just had a mini heart attack.
Somebody just had like a fucking eye twitch. Like, said he drank Four Loco over fucking Foudre pills? What the goddamn?
Someone just jerked out of a deep sleep.
Yeah. Some Dutch person just like punched their car.
But yeah, the Foudre Pilsner was it was an attempt.
Yeah, it was an attempt. I think it's also just kind of like a lot of, I don't know. Not enough was gained.
No,
by aging it in a fermenting, not aged.
I don't think it was either. But good try.
Sure, yeah,
good try. I think part of this is part of craft beer's diminishing returns.
Sure.
By, you get 80%, of the work done with 20% of the budget. Yeah. But now we're getting into the other half of the 80-20, 20-80.
Right.
I think that's kind of where we're getting here.
And also, I just think there's it's experimentation.
It's exactly correct.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know how much this beer is going to be around. Maybe it gets retired, but it's one of those things where like you got to try it.
You don't know until you try it.
Yeah, you got to try it to know it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. And for us, I don't think it works, but maybe it really does for a lot of other people.
Yeah. This is not a beer that I'm poo-pooing because it is trash.
Right.
It is not a trash beer.
No.
It is just an amalgamation of styles that I don't know that was necessary.
Right. Yeah, it just didn't turn out to work.
No.
But maybe it does in that New York City.
God. Lord help us all. All right.
Wearing their fancy breeches and whatnot.
I need to get Steve a Steel Reserve, get him back to center.
Hell yeah.
We'll be right back. Fellow listener. Actually, you're not fellow because I'm not going to listen to this. I was here. I don't need to hear myself.
I was here. I did it.
Yeah. I synced it.
I'll listen, fellow listener.
That's because you edited it.
Yes.
But welcome back to the Hop Nation USA podcast. I am still Adam. That is still Steve. You just heard, I don't know, some sort of advertisement. I don't know yet because Steve hasn't edited it yet.
Right.
But we are here in the Bizarro world where Steve has provided 3 Bizarro Adam beers or Mata beers.
Sure.
No, it's Bizarro, so it's backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mata.
Could have also went Batum.
Yeah.
Batum.
George Thorogood in the background. But yes, we have gone through the sour. We have gone through the Pilsner. Steve, what are we doing for round 3?
Would you like to take a guess at the style of the beer?
Does it matter?
Well, it doesn't matter, but I mean, obviously, I've picked styles that you like. So what is probably one of your most favorite styles?
So we've gone through the stout.
Uh-huh.
We've gone through the Pilsner. Uh-huh. So I've got 2 options here. We're either looking stouts or we're looking Heffies.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go Heffies.
Yay.
Yes.
We're doing a Hefeweizen. Of sorts.
Is that where the fun ends?
No, actually, the fun should continue on.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Whew. I found a very specific, particular Hefeweizen that is new for this year.
All right.
It is from a brewery that we've had in the past.
Okay.
And it's a take on a previous Hefeweizen they've released that is very polarizing.
Oh, no. Okay.
Welcome to the Buckeye Gold.
Oh, okay. All
by
right.
Rusty Rail Brewing.
Yes.
Their Imperial chocolate peanut butter Hefeweizen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I was actually at House of Brews earlier today, and I believe they had just a straight up chocolate as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that. I did not see the Buckeye Gold.
Yeah.
But I'm into it.
Well, Buckeye Gold, as I mentioned before, I was in Vintage Estates in Ohio.
Yes.
Buckeye, that's how you go.
I always thought it was for the cookie.
Yeah, there's Buckeye cookies on the fucking label.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I see that now.
Aye. But yes, from wonderful Mifflinburg, PA, it is an 8% Hefeweizen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Get some.
made with a whole bunch of other stuff. So we'll get into that
Okay.
right away.
Awesome. The Buckeyes are here.
Don't give them too much. Like,
I'm talking about the cookies.
I understand. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing more angering than a wedding table, cookie table that does not have Buckeyes and ladyfingers.
Yes. Buckeyes that's prime directive
Yeah.
when I go to the cookie table.
Oh, hold on. Let me restate that. Lady locks.
Fair.
That's more specific to our area.
Yes. Yes. And for those of you that don't know what a cookie table is outside of the Pittsburgh or Western PA area, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, your weddings stink.
They do. I don't care what kind of vistas you're overlooking.
Yeah, how you not got cookie table?
How do you not have a cookie table and a dollar dance? You enjoyed the dollar dance. Don't deny it.
I mean, you get a shot.
Exactly.
You get fucked up.
And if you ask real nice, they'll give you the leftovers.
Hooray.
But back to the rusty rail that we've got here in front of us, the Buckeye Fool's Gold.
Yeah. So it poured up like a Hefeweizen. That was surprising.
And that's where the similarities end.
Pretty much. The color is a brown ale.
Yes, borderline porter.
Yeah, borderline porter. I mean, you get enough light into it that it is definitely in that brown ale SRM 25, 28, something like that.
Yeah, if you set it next to a classic Hefeweizen, yeah, you're not going to mistake the two.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination.
No.
And that's just looking at it. Then you get to the nose.
Yeah, then you get to the nose and it's peanut buttery and chocolatey. So there's no banana or clove.
No, zero. No, it does smell really good. If you are a peanut butter and chocolate fan,
yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. And it's also like what does separate it from like stouts is that it smells lighter.
Yes,
it does smell lighter on those notes.
Mm-hmm. It's not like the what is it, the Purple Monkey dishwasher,
right?
By Evil Genius,
right? Or Sweet Baby Jesus,
or the Sweet Baby Jesus, yeah.
It's lighter on the nose, but it's also still kind of still candy.
It's still there. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
And it comes back to, it doesn't have that thickness that you would expect from a stout.
Right.
It still has that lightness of a Hefe.
Yeah, for an 8% ale, it's definitely thick.
It's an 8% chocolate peanut butter Hefeweizen.
Right. Abominations all around.
Oh, what the gods must think.
God is dead. We killed him by making peanut butter chocolate pepper.
Jeez. I hope the people of Rusty Rail aren't listening to this episode. Don't. That is one man's opinion.
We brewed him away.
Jeez.
Okay, maybe it was vanilla Coke that killed God. I don't know. It just...
I'm going to go ahead and let you fight that fight.
Of all the terrible things we've done as humans,
Humans?
Humans. I wanted to say humanity, but then it just... Humans.
I'm not going to engage you on this one anymore.
It's fine.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, fine. Drink your beer.
I will.
I'll sit here and yell at God.
Or we can move on to our next segment.
Sure.
That's just an easy way to get you out of that
Fine.
that spin cycle that you're in. That tailspin.
Fine.
And it is time for us to steal a segment.
Okay.
Some would call it an homage.
Right.
But in the past, we have stolen segments from the show PTI on the ESPN.
Sure.
We're doing it again.
Yes.
It's toss-up.
You means on the ESPN.
But yes, it is time for toss-up, where I give you a question and a couple of options.
Okay.
You give me your answer and your explanation as to why.
Gotcha.
It's very simple.
I'll figure it out as I go along.
Yeah, we're not building a rocket to the moon with this one.
I do not watch the ESPN, but I will figure it out.
This is light and easy engagement.
ESPN.
There are no points because there is no point.
All right.
All right. So your toss-up is more likely to get your nostalgia dollar.
Oh.
Hard Mountain Dew or the notorious B.I.G. Budweiser cans?
Hard Mountain Dew all day, day.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that got announced. And if you look up beer news on Google and go to the news section, the entire first page
Is all Hard Mountain
is
Dew.
all Hard Mountain Dew. You can't escape it.
Yeah. That definitely does get my nostalgia dollar though. Fuck Budweiser.
Fair.
Like I'm kind of sick of them putting like a bunch of famous people on because they did like a Post Malone can, I believe.
Buying their sales.
Yeah. They're like just trying to buy their sales with just imagery, but like the product is still ass. And
Right.
yeah.
Right.
And I have nothing against Biggie. I do like Biggie, although I was much more of a Wu-Tang and Tupac and Method Man growing up, but
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I also agree the Hard Mountain Dew because I think there's also 3 flavors that are coming out.
Right.
So you got a little bit of variety there.
You got Regos,
Mhm.
Mountain Dews, and then you've got black cherry, which everybody does black cherry.
Yeah.
I don't care about. And he's got watermelons. So
Yeah.
I'm probably get down on the Regos and the watermelons.
See the Regos, and I kind of wish that they were able to throw in a little bit of vanilla on top of the regular Mountain Dew. Yeah, like a vanilla rum in Mountain Dew.
Okay.
It's good.
Huh. I've never tried.
Mm-hmm. Would recommend.
Interesting.
Yes.
Uh
And actually, if you just drink regular Mountain Dew, throw a little vanilla in there.
yeah. I'm surprised that they. Well, I guess I'm not surprised that they did black cherry because everybody does black cherry.
It's probably a really easy flavor to do.
Yeah, and these are supposed to come out in 2022,
Yes.
and they're made by Boston Beer because Boston Beer is getting all that RTD money. Like we talked about it the last time we had a studio episode
Mhm.
that they're pairing with that tequila brand to bring the tropical tequila fucking RTDs.
Right.
But yeah, they're getting all that money. The Rego I'm into. I'm just surprised they didn't do like was it Hardwire or Livewire?
There's the Live Wire, the Baja Blast,
Yeah.
and what was it? Kentucky Lightning or something like that. That was the exclusive for KFC.
Yeah, that one was trash.
It was no Baja
Yeah.
Blast.
Yeah, it's definitely no Baja Blast. Like I think Baja Blast will come in the next round,
Mhm.
but I'm surprised they didn't do Livewire because like blue.
Right.
Just everybody likes blue.
Agreed. Yeah. So I really missed I think it was called the Dew SA.
Oh yeah.
That was out for one summer. I legitimately like that one.
Oh wait. Because
What?
wasn't the Dew SA like just a mixture of all their fucking
Mhm.
dews?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So that's what you do now.
Oh.
You fucking hold off. You get probably it'll come in a 12-pack, I'm
Mhm.
sure. You save 3. Then you wait for the next flavor release. The next seasonal, and then you mix the Baja Blasts in with the Regos and the black cherry. Oh,
Yeah.
goddamn! I wish I was 22 again
Right?
because I got all kinds of jungle juice plans on my mind now.
22 with disposable income.
Right? I'm gonna be a shithead for a weekend.
Man, youth is truly wasted on the young.
Stupids.
All right, your next one. More impressive. 27-degree beer at the Iowa State Fair or Aurochs brewing a gluten-free Hefe?
27-degree beer, as in not degrees Plato, but
As in
Degrees
served
cold.
at 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
degrees cold.
Yes.
Huh. Well, that's just Milwaukee's ice, isn't it?
We just talked about this.
Just talked about that. Like, I'm just assuming it's like a cold ass lager. I don't know how to be impressed by it.
Okay. That's fair.
I don't know what's impressive about it because all I'm just thinking about is fucking like Icebox, how they're like super chilled, and then you get,
That's
like,
to get the excess water off.
right, and that's the bump up the alcohol and
Right.
everything. So it's just like I don't know how I'm supposed to be impressed by a beer that's served before it's able to like be skimmed of the ice crystals, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think they're looking at it purely from a consumer point of extra cold beer tastes extra good,
Sure. Yeah. It'll be extra smooth
Mhm.
and it'll taste like extra nothing.
and then you can drink extra more of them.
Right.
Then you can get extra drunk.
Yeah. So not impressed. So I guess I'll go with Aurochs making a Hefe.
Okay.
How, any word on how they achieved that?
Millet.
Millet. Well, yeah. And that's always their thing.
I actually bought one today.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Your ingredients are water, millet, quinoa, hops, and yeast.
Okay. So you haven't tried it yet. So
No,
you
I have
don't
not
kn-
tried it yet.
So you don't know what like head retention is or anything.
No, I do not. But it is light and refreshing with yeast-driven flavors of banana and clove.
Okay.
So, Hefe.
Fair enough.
I will say right off the bat, they call it a Hefe, not a Hefeweizen.
Right.
They only call it Hefe. 4 letters. That's all you get.
Right. Well, you can't put the Weizen because Weizen is wheat.
Correct. Correct. So they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. The Weizen is wheat. You can't say wheat.
They were technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Right.
But yes, I agree that Aurochs coming out with a gluten-free Hefe is much more impressive.
Yeah. I mean, just I'm generally impressed with them.
Me too.
So.
Me too. Are you ready for your next one?
Uh-huh.
All right. The Better Goose Island Bourbon County Stout variant for 2021.
Yeah.
Your options are the Bourbon County Reserve 150, which is aged in an Old Forester 150th anniversary barrel, or the Bourbon County Classic Cola. These are all going to be debuted for 2021. There are about 5 or 6 different variants that are being
Bunches.
debuted.
Yeah, there's bunches.
So,
In a whole bunch of different barrels.
yes. Heaven Hill, they've got their Elijah Craig going with their barrels.
Right. So like the standard classic Bourbon County Stout is like a blend of Heaven Hill barrels, Elijah Craig, and a couple others. And then there's the one you just talked about, the Old Forester. Then there's the double toasted barrel,
Yes.
which is 2 different versions of Elijah Craig barrels.
Yeah, they're wiling out this year.
And then there's another one. Oh, there's a Blanton's barreled one. And then they're redoing their 2014 proprietor's blend.
Yes.
And then they're doing another proprietor's blend for 2021. It's strawberry ice cream. And then there's the cola one.
Yes. And oh, by the way,
And oh, by the way, we're trying to make a cola Bourbon County Stout.
the cola one is something I would have to have somebody else try it first.
Nah, I don't need somebody else to try it first.
I do. If I'm spending that kind of money,
Right. I understand.
yeah, I'll go Old Forester. If all the money's the same, I'll go the Old Forester.
Okay, fair enough. So my thought on it is I'm not going to buy any of them.
Christmas is right around the corner.
I don't care. I don't want that for Christmas. I want like a wide angle lens and more RAM for my computer. I want like useful things.
Okay, your birthday.
Yeah, not like expensive ass beer that it just will get pissed out. I get it. I like it. And it's like if I had more money as a person, you know, I would have no problem just buying everything up and
Having yourself just one hell of a flight and
Right.
taster evening.
Yeah. I would host a flight night for everybody and we can all taste them all. But I have to admit the cola one is more interesting to me because that's I mean, obviously it's just playing into my fucking shitty palate to begin with and like things I love. But it's I think it is more interesting in the fact that you have a beer trying to mimic cola, whereas we've only seen it a couple times so far of like sours. Abjuration,
Yes.
they do it. They have like a soda series, and Evil Twin, I believe.
Yeah.
They put out a cola one. I didn't get to try, and it was like the one time I thought about trying Evil Twin again.
So that would be a very interesting high game of high-low if you take the cola, classic cola, Bourbon County Stout, and put that next to a hard Mountain Dew.
What kind of fucks up these trying to get? You gotta get the big fucking cup, and then you just have a suicide and you dump them both in.
That's a big gulp there.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one, but I was also, I'm as interested in the Bourbon County Cola as I was the tea Bourbon County Cola they put out, or Bourbon County Stout that they put out last year. Like, I'm as interested, but I still didn't buy it.
Well, no, I'm not going to buy any of these.
Yeah,
I'm simply not. I'm bombered out.
yeah, they're not even bombers.
Are they down to 12s?
Yeah, you can get a lot of these in 12s.
Oh,
I still see 2020 Bourbon County in places.
I saw CBS today.
Yeah,
Just a shelfie.
I'm sure you see that. Yeah, yeah, I see 2020 Bourbon County at JR's.
Okay.
And I think I see it at like a Giant Eagle from time to time. Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I was seeing some of the variants at the Leedsdale Eagle.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right.
They're just sitting out and like nobody gives a shit.
Just tell them it's in the mix of 6.
It's too much. It's $25 for a fucking 12 ounce.
Yeah, it is too much.
If I was a millionaire, yeah, I'll buy that up and drink it. I won't care and I'll have a good time. But no. Not now.
No.
That's more than a 6-pack.
That's that's the kind of beer you drink after you have defended your PhD.
Yeah.
Or your thesis. That's about it.
Yeah, that's like a birthday. It's a celebration of some sorts.
Yeah.
What I bought at a mix and match Eagle of 2 cans of Rebel Berry Latte coffee and 2 cans of Rebel Irish Stout and then 2 cides was $12.
Versus
I can do that twice
and still have money left over.
Yeah, still get way more enjoyment out of the drinking I'm doing. Like that's 2 weeks worth of drinking for me almost.
Yeah. Yeah. As compared to one night.
Right.
And then it's gone.
Yeah. One night and I probably have to share it with somebody.
I'm not going to poo-poo anybody that buys that.
No. I mean, if that's your thing and you enjoy it and you have the money for it, fine. I just don't have the money to care that much.
Right. Yeah. I have not reached that threshold either of just bandying about $75 on 3 beers and seeing what happens. Are you ready for your next one, Steve?
Go for it.
Okay. The faster way to get you to leave a brewery. Dirty glasses or bad selection of beer styles?
Ooh. Like how dirty?
I will say consistently dirty, not just like a one-off glass.
Right. But I mean, like how dirty?
Well, okay, nobody's just walking in and just spitting in your glass.
Enough. I mean, because like there's dirty in that it looks kind of clean, and then you pour it, but it still has like a lot of the nucleation bubbles.
I'm not talking like I'm not talking like at home dirty.
Okay.
Where you post it up on Instagram and there's a lot of bubbles and right? Like noticeably dirty. Like you're
film.
If you're there with friends and everybody says, "Ooh, my glass is dirty."
Yeah.
That.
Like something you would you go, "Oh, there's a film."
Or somebody that doesn't understand, beers and nucleation and all that stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably dirty glasses then.
Okay.
If there's like a noticeable like smudge or film and it's like every fucking glass I get, yeah, I might, yeah. Because then I'm going to start questioning all the other health practices they get into.
Yes, including the food.
Right. Because it's like how good is your kitchen? How good is your food? How good are you taking care of your lines?
Right.
How there's a lot I'm going to start questioning from just like really dirty glasses versus a bad selection.
Yeah.
Like what is a bad selection?
So you could go 2 ways with this. Either One, styles that you don't like.
Mhm.
Like, for example, if I walked into Mad Mex and 3/4 of their beers are IPAs,
Yeah.
hint, hint, get better. Or it is beers that are, yes, they are styles that are good, but they are not well executed.
Yeah. See, I think at that point, if I'm in a brewery and it's got to be, if they're just not well executed, I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
You know, I can kind of suffer through 3 beers.
Try to find a good one.
Like it's like a trick of the mind because I'll just be trying to find
Right.
a good
It
one.
becomes a mission at that point.
And then after I've had 3, I'm usually at the point where I'm deciding like the meal is either over or I'm done here.
Mhm.
And then I'll just never go back to that
Right.
place.
It's just sort of quietly written off.
Yeah, there are, and that's happened a lot more in my life
Yes.
where I've tried, a bunch of beers and said, nah,
Never
I'm out.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I agree with you. The dirty glasses is going to be the faster way of getting me out because that turns into health concerns.
Right. Yeah. That's just like, oh, you're filthy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not here for it.
You're lazy and gross.
Yeah.
And you're the last one. More likely to have a larger market share in 5 years. Seltzers or NA beers?
Seltzers.
Damn, I thought it was going to be harder.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. There is this push for NA beers, and I think it's just gonna fall to the wayside of being a fad.
Mhm.
I still do not see the point. There's that one, like, I guess it was a report that was earlier this week from that athletic brewing company or whatever.
Mhm. I saw that they're doing a pop-up with a gym and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're doing a pop-up with a gym, and they're like saying some shit like by 2023 they're going to have a huge market share. And it's like,
Well, of course they're going to say that.
exactly. Of course they have to say that.
Right.
Or else nobody's going to invest in it.
Right. They're not going to come out and say, well, we're going to be dead in 18 months.
Exactly.
So get it while you can.
This is all going to shake out from under our feet. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, they're not going to say that NA beer is going to fucking disappear, but
Mhm.
and I don't think it's going to completely like fall away.
No, I don't
Well-
think so either.
Yeah, but I just don't think you're not going to see the leaps and gains.
To be fair, I think we would have said the same thing 2 or 3 years ago with seltzers.
Maybe.
I think we may have said that.
I probably would have said it. And that's just from not tasting the product or having like bad product.
Right.
I've since had some seltzers that I don't hate.
Mhm.
And obviously they're very popular among younger people. So
That is not us.
no. No. But I think you're going to see the only way I could see seltzer having a smaller market share than NA beer is if RTD.
Oh, now there's a wild card.
Like, and it's not like a failing on seltzer's part. It's just RTD gets so big.
Right. It just overtakes both seltzer and NAs.
Yeah. Well, I think RTD is going to overtake NAs, no problem.
Mhm.
I'm just saying seltzer gets pushed down below NAs because RTD gets so big.
Right.
NA would just stay where it's at.
I'm curious to see where that's going to go because there is that potential,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Neither do I. And like all that classification is so fucking confusing anyway.
You're right. But the beautiful thing is we don't really have to care about the classification or anything like that. We can just drink it
Yeah.
or not drink it and not care.
Yeah, exactly. The only classifications I really care about are like bourbon versus Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it good? Is it not good? That's my classification.
yeah.
I don't care beyond that.
Like, here's my light whiskey. Here's my dark whiskeys.
My walking around whiskey.
Yeah. Here's my drinking whiskey. Here's my sipping whiskey.
So you are saying that seltzer's going to win out.
Oh yeah. They'll across what kind of timeline? Like 5 years?
5
Sure.
years.
Sure.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Seltzer will probably still remain a lot bigger than NA beer. I still don't see the utility or purpose.
I agree with that. Well, there is one purpose that I can think of.
What's that?
Okay, two purposes. But the second one that I thought of, I don't know that is a market you necessarily want to go after. But that market would be the recovering alcoholics.
Yeah, you can. I don't think you can
wanna-
retire. Yeah, I don't think you can advertise to that.
No, and you don't want to go after that market.
Right.
You are there, and if you're helping with their recovery, great, all the better.
Yeah.
But you don't want to, pin your hopes on them.
Yeah, you're never going to see a commercial on TV of like a diverse group of people at a party.
Yeah.
All like, we're in recovery. You're never going to see that shit.
Digging yourself out of a hole? Drink this.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
12 months clean? O'Doul's. Like that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. And the other one is a very, very niche market, and that would be women that are currently pregnant and can't consume alcohol.
Okay.
But that's still not a market that you should be relying on to meet your bottom line.
Yeah. And that is a very temporary market.
It is.
Because after 9 months, they're not that.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And then the other, and we already mentioned, like, people who are really into athletics. Because, like, the other thing they were mentioning is, like, how that athletic brewing company, they sent a bunch over to the Germans for the Olympics because you can't drink during the Olympics. But it's like, oh, okay. So for 3-4 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
you have a market.
And then what?
And then what? Like, yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think seltzers is going to be the harder charger.
There's way more 20-year-olds who want fruity flavors.
Yeah. Exactly. I just want to hang out on dad's boat.
Yeah.
Or go to the I don't know, Wallflowers concert? Are they still? Lollapalooza.
Do that.
Okay, Lollapalooza.
Rolling Loud.
I don't know what that is.
Hip hop.
Oh, okay.
That was another one that just passed. Rolling Loud was down in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of kids want to go to Rolling Loud and get fucked up on black cherry seltzers.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah, but I'm saying nobody's going to Rolling Loud and fucking doing NA beer.
Guys, I got to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
No beer for me, please.
Can you pass along that 0.5% Hellas?
Ew. So that's how you play toss up.
Yes.
I think we are all winners in this. Congratulations to everybody that listened and to all that participated.
Hooray.
Would you like to go to the podium, Steve?
I would. These are an easy choice.
Yes, they are.
In the bronze, kicking and screaming. It does nothing for me. I didn't feel like it was particularly tasteful or tasty, and it just the additive of we fermented in a foeder. They didn't do anything for it.
Food or Pilsner?
Yeah, food or Pilsner? Nah.
Nah. Yeah.
Try again. Silver goes to the Surly. Like I said, I can see how somebody would really enjoy that beer.
Yes.
If it weren't for like the sourness that was like biting me on the roof of my mouth, it had a lot of other interesting and like warm and like nice fall flavors to it. Like it was, inviting in that way. It's definitely like an after dinner beer or like smoking a cigar beer, campfire beer, a lot of those kind of things. Just relaxing and sipping on. It is not a midday under the sun chugger.
Not at all.
Like, I don't know. I can feel myself throwing up in a different parallel universe. There's another Marvel universe me somewhere just throwing up Pentagram in a parking lot. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, it wasn't completely my style, but I get it in so far. Like the beers I've had from Surly, I like them. Like they're well made, but this one just misses, me. It just misses me style wise. And so that goes to the gold of the Buckeye Gold. By Rusty Rail, the Imperial chocolate peanut butter Hefeweizen. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. I will say though, I actually still like the Fool's Gold better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just it just went a little too much. You know,
Mhm.
you just put a little too much into it,
That's fair.
and some of the flavors got lost, and it wasn't as light as the Fool's Gold.
Mhm.
That's the thing I really like about the Fool's Gold is that it's so light and not heavy, and it's so strange to get the peanut butter flavor with the Hefeweizen.
Mhm.
When you introduce the chocolate flavors, it becomes less unique, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
because the chocolate kind of makes it more like a brown ale or like a porter or like, you know,
Mhm.
whereas the original Fool's Gold maintains its almost Hefeweizen nature.
Right.
So, yeah. But yeah, still also really good and drinkable and, you know, just kind of a fun thing to have.
I will agree with Steve on his ranking completely. Yeah, this kicking and screaming. Honestly, this seems like the kind of beer that should have been kind of left on tap only,
Sure.
and just sort of been in the brewery in the tap house as an experiment. I understand, brewers and breweries trying to experiment. They've got the equipment there. Why the hell not?
Right.
Let's see what happens.
Right.
I get that. Send it all out this way.
To make that much that it makes it all the way to Ohio.
I don't know about that. And maybe we are the ones that are wrong. But
I don't think so.
at this table, these are our opinions. But yeah, it didn't do it for me.
Yeah. But perhaps in a future episode, because I don't like leaving breweries on like negative notes. So
Yes.
Next time I go to Vintage, I'll see to be sure to pick up if they have any more offerings that I think would be interesting.
And that is a very good distinction. This is not a trash on the brewery themselves or
Right.
the brewers. They are not on the shit list.
Right.
This is not a beer that put them on the shit list. It just kind of was an experiment that didn't hit for
Right.
us.
Yeah.
And there is a distinction there. I have to put that out there.
Yeah.
We don't hate you guys and
We
gals.
don't hate you. Just we don't love this one.
Right. We'll try again some other time.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, they go in the bronze medal position. In the silver medal position, much stronger is the Surly Pentagram. I liked it. There is some versatility there with how you're going to pair it. Steve had already talked about that earlier. I don't need to go through that again. What was interesting was it was sour, but it was much more on the wild ale side of things. But I enjoyed that. And I obviously enjoyed it more than Steve did. But I liked it, but I didn't love it. It was good in its own right. But I'm curious to see what the beer would turn out if it wasn't aged in red wine barrels, if it was aged in something different. I'm very curious to see how that beer would have turned out. But yeah, I liked it, but I didn't love it. But the gold medal position is going with the Buckeye. Yeah, that's a good beer. I like that beer. Rusty Rail, making good beers once again.
Yeah.
I would put it up against the original Fool's Gold. I would put them side by side. I agree with what you're saying that it kind of loses a little bit with the addition of the chocolate,
Mhm.
but I would also say that it adds a little bit because it wasn't just a hint of chocolate. It was there. They called their shot. We've said that many, many times before on this show, but they said what it was and they executed it very well.
Yeah.
It tasted like a Buckeye.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing that like the chocolate wasn't there. I'm just saying like by adding the chocolate, it becomes more closer to like a sweet baby Jesus,
Yes.
and it loses the uniqueness that I feel the Fool's Gold has.
Right. Because there are other chocolate peanut butter beers out there, but since it is kind of a Hefe based, it is a little bit lighter. It is not just a calorie bomb just sitting in your stomach, although I'm sure it's pretty high up there.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
Still
let's
8%,
be honest with
still
ourselves.
8%.
But bottom line, they get the gold medal position.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I think just to add on to that, it even though it is 8%, I still think you could drink a lot more of those than you could, a peanut butter chocolate stout.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of peanut butter chocolate stouts out there that are heavy ass gut bombs, like you said. But this one it's not as sweet or as heavy as those. So yeah, you still put a couple of those in. But yeah, that was Bizarro Adam episode. Give him a couple choices, see what he came up with, see if we would like any of these.
There were some winners.
Yeah, some winners. One winner for me. But yeah, with that, if you want to find us on social media, all you have to do is search Hop Nation USA. That'll get you Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you want to listen to brand new episodes of the Hop Nation USA podcast every Friday, as you should, then search Hop Nation USA in your favorite podcatcher like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anything that starts in pod and ends in cast. We're on those, but not Pandora. Or maybe we are. I don't know.
Go check. Tell us.
We're under review. But hopefully, yeah, we'll get on Pandora soon enough and you'll be able to listen to us there. But yeah, with that, that's all we can say. When we come on Pandora, I don't know that you can leave a 5-star review. But if you're on any of those platforms that aren't Pandora, then leave a 5-star review because
we are 6 varieties of hard Mountain Dew, all dipped into one giant glass of 5 stars.
And that's a bigger crime than me not being able to literally get 32 ounces of Baja Blast Hard tonight. I'm so mad. You can't tease something for 2022? Are you kidding me, Mountain Dew? Peebusco, I'm going to come after you.
The man is going to North Carolina right now.
Anger.
He's on a hate road trip.
Am I going to North Carolina or am I going to Boston?
Oh,
because it is the Boston Beer Company.
Yeah, you're right. You might have to pull a Smokey and a Bandit too.
Hell yeah!
And make a trip up the Eastern Seaboard.
I'm gonna get them both.
That's right, both of them.
Get them both. But tune in next week. We'll have something new for you. We have something planned.
Yes.
So hopefully it comes out right. And we have we do have more breweries planned as well.
We do.
They're on the books.
Take a look for that.
Yeah.
We're amped.
September is when more brewery shows are going to start.
That's right. We've booked Earth, Wind, and Fire for that.
Okay. I didn't know, but great.
They're just going to follow us around to all the breweries.
I've seen them before.
They're going to come in, play September. We're going to record. They're going to play September on the outro. It's going to be great.
I've seen them with Chicago.
I cashed in my baptism bonds.
All right. Well, with that, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Give us $28 for a 4-pack of this fucking garbage.